What does this pandemic reveal about values in society?
I think it reveals two things. The first one, that we as a society promote a lot of individual values, uh, like historically, but at this point in time, we need to think about like collective things, like collective solutions and collective action, and kind of like what that means for us and how we view ourselves and our impact to others. And then I think it also reveals like a positive side of really people being creative and being able to get things done, even under certain circumstances, like making the most out of it.
Great. Question number 2. What has the pandemic revealed to your own values?
I think it's made me realize that I tend to idealize certain things or points in time. So like being like, oh, I can't wait for spring quarter of my senior year. That's going to be great. I have all these plans, but not realizing that regardless of having that time, you should also be enjoying the times that aren't that, because like you never know how things are actually going to change. So instead of sitting during winter being like, oh, I'm just going to wait till spring, or this will be even better in spring, like being able to take in what you have at the time and like enjoying the moment.
Yeah. Just to follow up to that, what type of like small things about the old way of life are like you like missing overall?
I think just being like, you don't realize how much like human contact you actually have. And like while you can definitely do like virtual happy hours, virtual like game nights, like all that things, like I didn't really realize how much like in-person communication actually like changes things. Um, but on the other side, I feel like it's actually helped me connect more with people. Like being on quarantine, like I actually got to call a lot of people that I don't talk to as often because I'm always distracted by the people around me. So
Awesome.
positives and negatives.
Great. And then the last question I have for you is 50 years from now, what would you want people to remember about these times?
I think I'd want to like remember like the things that we were able to do, in the sense of like how we all did come together, and like people like donating things, people coming up with solutions to like help especially those that really need it. And I also would kind of want to see like people thinking about the ethics of like following like government orders, or like kind of being able to like change your own perspective, and seeing like what I mentioned earlier about like how your individual actions like can impact a collective like whole, because I think that would change how we as a society like live our life.